Hello, hello. My name is Megan Larson and I'm an adoptee. I was adopted at 3 months old and have always known. So today I want to talk about just a little something called adoptee guilt. And the reason I want to address this is because I've seen it come up again and again and again in different groups that I'm in. And it's interesting to me, the dynamics and the reasons behind it. So real quick, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe and make sure that you don't miss any more videos if you haven't subscribed yet. Okay, so adoptee guilt. Interestingly enough, it seems to stem from being told that we were chosen, being told that we were special and we were, again, chosen. And the reason this comes with guilt is because it it makes you think that you should be grateful. You should be grateful to have had such a wonderful opportunity bestowed upon you. The problem with that narrative is that adoptees were not chosen. I mean, in a way, we were, but what actually happened is that we were ripped from the first person that we ever loved. We were ripped away from everything we ever knew. And I mean, no disrespect to adoptive parents because I adore my adoptive parents. My mom and I are super, super close. But that doesn't mean that as a baby, it wasn't traumatic to be pulled away from my birth mother, pulled away from the only person that I had known for 9, 10 months. So when you tell an adoptee that they were chosen and that they should be happy to have a family, that they should be grateful for that opportunity, what you're really telling them is that you can't screw up and you can't do anything wrong, because if you do, you could just as easily be unchosen. And I know that that's probably not the narrative that people are thinking when they tell an adoptee that they were chosen. But unfortunately, that's typically what happens. And as I say in most of my videos, I am an adoptee, but that does not mean that I speak for all adoptees at all. Everyone has their own takes on things. They have their own experiences. Some people are thrilled they were adopted. Some people are furious they were adopted. I am somewhere in the middle. So it's all good. Anyway, please stop telling adoptees that they were chosen. Please, please, because again, it is making them feel guilty for wanting to find their roots, for wanting to know who they are, where they came from, who their people are. And that should never be something that adoptees feel guilty about. It just shouldn't. And, if you're an adoptive parent watching this, again, I have much respect for you. However, it is an adoptee's right to be able to look for their roots, to look for their birth families, to find out who they are, what makes them tick, to actually meet people who look like them, especially if it was a transracial adoption like mine was, where, I'm half black, half white, and I grew up with a white family. I was only connected with the white side of my birth family, so only my mother's side, because she refused to tell me anything about my birth father. And that is where my birth father's black. And so everyone that I'm connected to through him was black, but I never grew up with that. I never was able to reconcile the fact that I'm half black, but I don't know what that means, and I don't know how to act, and I don't know anything about my heritage or my culture. And that's not okay to do to somebody. So if you have the power to change that, please do. And again, let's just stop telling adoptees that they should be grateful for being chosen, because it was traumatic, and let's just deal with that. Let's just accept the fact that there's trauma with adoption, and let's move forward in that direction instead of just putting a blanket over it and pretending like we should be grateful for it, because it's just not true. Have an awesome day. I have a blog post that I've written about this topic. If you want more of my thoughts, go ahead and click on that in the description. Have an awesome day. Talk to you later.